Hey there folks, we got a bit of a showcase going on here today. I'm going to show you guys a look at my custom Mezco Halloween 1978 Michael Myers figure. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we don't have any of the accessories present here. It's just the figure, the base figure. I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I did to it to make it more accurate to the film. Apart from the head, I kind of did my own thing with the head, but as far as the outfit goes, I wanted to make it more accurate to the film. I did quite a bit of stuff over the course of the last couple of years. I completely removed the coveralls and stripped them down to get to the body. His body had like a t-shirt going on, and I got rid of the sleeves on the t-shirt. I have pictures that I'll throw up as I'm talking, but I got rid of the t-shirt. That way his arms can come down to his sides a little bit better, so there's less fabric in between the armpit area. And I also shaved down the sides of his body to get his arms to come as flush as possible. It probably could use more. This is really where I would want it to be, to get that kind of stature that Nick Castle has when he's just standing there. Something like this would be really, really nice, but as it is, the figure looks a lot better than it did before. So I'm pretty happy with it. I darkened the outfit a little bit. I gave it some I gave it a little bit of sanding just to kind of rough it up. Not too much because I don't want it to get all messed up. But you can see it's kind of a lot dirtier around the knees. And I also shortened him. I took some length off of the calves. Not because he was really scaled poorly or anything like that. I actually did it just so he had a little bit more slack in his legs. It's still not as much as I would like, but it's a little bit baggier. So I just took a little bit off the calves. And then I darkened the coveralls just a little bit. They're still blue. I would prefer them to be more of a gray, but I also completely redid the pockets. Now, the way that this figure was done is it had pockets on the, it had breast pockets and it had pockets on the butt. I removed the breast pockets because I thought that they were too small, but also because they weren't shaped properly, or they weren't placed properly. So I actually removed the butt pockets and attached them to the front. And then I used one of the other pockets to make a proper pocket flap, because before it just had like a stitch running through it or something like that. So now he's got a proper pocket flap and the pockets are in the right spot. You'll see before that it looked way, way, way worse. And I also, I added the hole on the elbow here. And I also added a hole on the knee here, which is accurate. There's a couple other holes, but some of them are, one of them should be right here, but it's a little too small for this scale. And then another one should be back here. But I didn't bother doing that because I kind of just pulled this tight and glued it over because I'm not worried about how the back looks. And I don't think it looks too bad. It doesn't really... I mean, it's not really ideal, but there's only so much you can do. The proper way to do it would have been to stitch it up through the sides or something like that, but I didn't want to go about doing it all that. I only really cared about the front. But, I think this guy's looking really, really sharp. I probably could have dirtied up the boots a little bit. I never did that. And then maybe the hands could use a new paint. I don't think Myers should have this dirty of hands for H1 anyway. I mean, he just got out of the sanitarium and then he basically had a shower the night before, so. But I mean, I guess he was eating a dog apparently, so maybe his hands could be a little filthy. It's just I don't imagine him being this filthy in the first movie. But as far as the head goes, I kind of did my own thing with it. I just kind of gave it a bit of a brown wash and darkened the hair. Let me see if I can pop this off. I think this head sculpt's really, really, really nice. It's just not super accurate to Halloween 1 in terms of the sculpt of the hair. And then, like, for some reason, there's the one sideburn, but then there's not the other one on this side. So I kind of just did my own thing with it. I think it looks pretty nice. I did a similar paint scheme to one of my actual full-size masks. I probably could do another video on that because I've done some work to it since I did my first video on the second channel. But yeah, guys, I think this dude looks pretty solid. Overall, one of my favorite pieces. At the time, it was probably the most expensive figure I ever bought because I got it brand new sealed. And normally it's like $100 or something like that, but it was a lot harder to get then. And I think I spent probably a little over twice that. So took me a long time before I got the courage to work on it, but I'm very happy with how it looks. I don't really intend on selling things to make money, so in terms of my collection when I get older or something like that, but so I figured why not. Really happy with how this guy looks. I also tugged on his collar just a little bit, the collar of his shirt, because Nick Castle has kind of a loose shirt in the movie, but it always kind of goes back to where it was. I don't want to pull on it too much because I don't want to see that articulation, so I just want it to look a little bit looser. I also... No, I didn't do that to this one. But yeah, there's a lot of just kind of tugging around and pulling at things and tightening things down to get it to look more natural at this scale. And I think overall it looks really nice. Alright, first up, here he is compared to the Mezco John Bernthal Netflix Punisher on the left. Excuse me. And on the right, here he is compared to the Robert Pattinson Mayfix of the Batman. Here he is compared to the my custom NECA Halloween 2 Michael Myers and my custom NECA Halloween Kills Michael Myers. Here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Spider-Man No Way Home Tobey Maguire figure, and here he is compared to the Marvel Legends Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. And one final size comparison, here he is compared to the Mayfix Stealth Suit Spider-Man and the Sentinel Peter B. Parker figure. So, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you guys like this custom, let me know down in the comments. And, of course, until next time, true believers.